When I was growing up, before I learned anything about my dad's story, I always heard about this particular incident of my dad escaping through the forest of Thailand. He had always mentioned how, strangely enough, there were many pieces that kind of fell into place. And I think it's also important to mention that he was one of the first trailblazers through the forest. This episode is him finding a way through the forest. There was no trail for them to follow. The guy that was guiding them, it was his first time. He got lost too. My dad was one of the first groups to cross through Thailand's forest over to Thailand, making the way for many other survivors and refugees to follow after him. And when you listen to this portion of the story, you will realize how it's almost unfair that he had things fall into place the way they did. There was luck involved, there was fear, there were animals, there was barely any food, and most importantly, there was a storm, a massive storm that really saved his group's life. If it weren't for this storm, my father would have not survived. My family would have not survived. And sometimes you think, as I said before, I don't think I'm a religious person particularly, but you listen to stories like this and you think, wow, somebody or something really wanted to keep these people alive. Because Robert doesn't say it's a miracle, but I think that's what it is. I think that's what a miracle is. I hope you guys are excited. Strap in to the escape through the forest. Let's dive in.
So, so it's all set. We decide 5 of us follow him and give him 1 ounce of gold
Each.
of us.
But here we are at the forest, and we have a plan. You guys have paid.
Well, no, I think we decide. I think I don't remember what date, but the date that we decide. Okay, let's say we're gonna start walk into the forest because from the street to the forest, you're probably gonna take about 1 hour to really get into have some bush, some tree, and all of that. So when it's getting the sun set, we start walk toward the forest with him. The sunset was around maybe I said 7:30, 8 o'clock. When it's getting dark. So he took us to one of the hill and have some big tree around, and then a small little hill, and to collect the gold, to collect the money.
How much trust did you really have with this guy?
I just got no choice. But I at least 70% I trust him because the way he told us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So we got about 5 people that night that came in with the knife, with the axe. I said, "Oh God, I was scared." I said, maybe they just kill us here, and then took take the gold. So he was on us. He collect the gold, 5 of us, 5 ounce, and then he gave it to the other person. And then the three, we thought, five of them gonna, lead us. No, it's only one person leader. The four left. And then we asking him, I said, why? Why did
Take the money.
take the gold and then, and left? He said, we just need one person. I said, it's not sound too good. I said, maybe you don't remember, all, but, maybe the other person
Can help
you. And he said, no, we just need one person. I said, then I talked to Tom. I said, man, he said, man, I think, make sure we follow him. Make sure one walk from and the left, the right, the behind. We're gonna watch this guy like a hawk. He cannot run away. If he run, we run. Okay. Now we talk. That's it. You cannot let him offside. We're gonna have to watch him.
Did you guys even think about positions? Who's going to stand in the back? Who's going to stand on the side?
Yeah, well, I think, one of us walk from his left side, right side, and behind.
Who's going to be in the front?
In the front. He the one that in the front because, he the one that lead us. But we walk very close to him, very close. And
that's the plan.
That's the plan. And that night was so strange after they collect the gold, after the guy left, the four guy left, they start walking into the forest. It's not even half an hour. The rain was like poor than I never see in my life. It just like poor. It's so bad. The rain is just like flooding. It's just like, oh my God. And it's hard to walk, and then we all wet, but that rain later on, it saved our life, because all the trap that they dig along that road that we gonna walk through along that road, it's our fault. Because you know what I'm talking about, the bamboo trap?
Yeah, so they would like dig a hole and then they would put bamboo or trees on top of it so that you cannot see it, then you accidentally fall into it
and bleed to death. Yeah, and just bleed slowly, So it's a lot of that trap along the road. But because of the rain, it just, the cover
fell
that
down.
Trap, it fell down. And so we see, and
what was that, the first rain in a long time? Have you guys been getting rain?
Cambodian rain a lot, but it's not, rain half an hour, 10 minutes and stop. And suns come out, and
it's tropical, so
tropical,
and some,
yeah. But that night it just poured like crazy, and then rain nonstop for about 2-3 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
That's a long time.
It was a lot and pouring pretty bad. So
what did you guys do when the rain was going? You just wait there?
We just we just wait under the tree, but we still continue to walk because we cannot stop. We just try to get to Thailand, in probably 10 hours, if we're lucky. So
how did you feel when you saw the rain come down and you started seeing the traps get revealed?
Then we just thank God. Gee, this rain saved our life. Otherwise, we not even. It's no way that you get away with this trap. It's no way. It's no way. because the trap is all over the place.
Do you believe it was a miracle?
I I guess, it just why it rains so hard, it's only, we starting walk, into forest, not a couple hours, and then the rain is just pouring so bad. I mean, and yeah,
Like you always said, life is already set.
it's, yeah, I really do believe that. Uh,
Because why would the rain happen right when you started your
yeah,
trip?
yeah. And then we continue walk. Now we continue walk. We feel more safe now. Like we know about trap. That's why we have the long stick. We always have a long stick so we can
Poke.
poke it in the front. Yeah, we know the trap, but even that, I think is still really dangerous.
Right.
Yeah. Uh, you can poke here, you can poke there. That's probably going to take a whole week to just
Keep
get
poking the
to,
floor.
because you're not going to like walk fast. You poke, 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 and then that's take about maybe 10, 15 minutes before you have one step.
How many traps did you find before with the first half hour when you first started?
Oh, that's not much.
Mm.
It's very few. And then
But you did find some.
we found a lot when we get into a deep forest close to Thai border.
Mm.
That's really safe because uh, 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 all along that road, I think we zigzag too. We just follow him, and
Did he look confident? How many days did you spend in the forest here? And
it's
what do
on
you remember in that forest? What do you remember thinking about? What do you remember seeing?
about 5 hours into the forest, which is not far because we gotta do zigzag, avoid that trap hole. And I saw a couple animals that fall into that trap, like the wild pig,
Mm,
boar,
hmm.
and uh, I remember a lot of big tree. It wasn't surprise me because I've been in a similar forest when I was
In previous camp.
in a previous camp, and we didn't really. I remember we were scared. We was cold, and but first priority, we just getting close to this guy. He not gonna run away from us. That's the whole. That's the whole thing. So we walk about maybe 9 hours. We didn't get nowhere, and then now the guy told us it. I think we lost. We He told us, he said, we gonna need some rest. We gonna need some sleep up on the tree. No, he claimed the tree.
Don't sleep on the ground.
Don't sleep on the ground. So now it's getting. So we were pressed up on the tree, and then nobody sleep because I think we're gonna keep watching. We keep watching, him because we afraid that we fall asleep and this guy
Disappear.
disappear.
Did you guys take turns? Like, okay, you're awake, I'm
We
asleep.
we talk. That's what was the plan. We take turn, but I think even take turn, nobody
Really
able to sleep.
sleep. You're
Yeah.
in the tree too.
Yeah.
How did you climb the tree?
Well, I think that tree it just it's not a big giant tree,
Okay.
not like a one that like a bread tree, straight. They do have that big tree, but they do have small tree too.
And this is to
So
avoid the animals that
they
will get
avoid
you.
the animal, and plus, I think now uh, the sun that's come out, so we don't wanna. We
Be
don't know
found.
the Khmer is still in the forest. You don't know. So we hide up on the tree for a whole day. And then when it's getting dark, uh, to stay up on the tree for 10 hours is no fun. I mean, you know, sit on a branch there and then, uh, 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 I think, sometimes we came down because, you can see pretty far too. And there's a lot of bush too. You know what I'm saying here? And then, you can came down and then you climb back up and stay up there. So the second night, we start a little bit early so we can see. We can not completely dark, we can see a little bit. So we started. We asking this guy, I said, you know where west, north, west, south, east? He said, yeah, what I remember because of the sun, when the sun set, I think he touched the tree. It's warmer than the other side. I don't know what he tried to say because he said that's the west. I said, how you know it is the west? Because he said because the tree it's hot, it's warm. And then one time we tried to climb to the highest tree to look at the sun. But he can't because it's just so thick, the forest so thick, and then the tree is so big, and
I think that makes sense, actually. So if the sun sets on the west, it's always going to be warmest on the side that the sun is touching.
That's what he tried to say. That I remember. I said, "How you know that?" He said, "Well, he said, I guess it's this way." And then he walk, and then yeah. I said, "Wow, at least he's honest now. Now we feel comfortable. He didn't try to escape from us. He didn't really plan that
to leave
you in the forest. Now we feel safe. We feel comfortable now."
Because he has the intention, even though he doesn't know, he has the intention to get you somewhere.
So he told you straight. They said, "Gee, I'm lost too." He said. I said, "Oh God." But at least you feel safe, right? At least, he be honest. He honest with you.
And this entire time, you're still holding your axe.
Entire time I hold it. That's a very important thing. Very important. Because I don't want to send the wrong message. If I lost that axe, even I got to Thailand,
the rest of them won't
know. The rest
of
them will think that we already, we die in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the second day we start early. I don't know what time, but, we can see the sun probably is already starting set. So we start walk around, walk slow. I mean, he tried to look at the up and down, and touch the tree here and there. We have no idea. So the second night, I think we walk and just like you see the elephant, group of elephants walk,
group of elephants.
Elephant, yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And walk there, and then I asked him, should we follow the elephant because the landmine? Because the elephant, it just seems to be know what they're going, because there's no, didn't hit the landmine. He said, no, the elephant go the wrong direction. I said, how you know? He said, no, he still believe west's gonna be this way. That's what he really believe that we're gonna go this way. The opposite. The elephant walk across our face, but we go this way. You know what?
Right. Yeah. Right. Opposite direction. Yeah.
It's not really opposite.
Yeah. 90 degrees.
Yeah. I said, okay, well, we just continue walk. The second night, I said 4 o'clock in the morning. And then we heard the rooster. We heard the rooster that singing, rooster. And then that's not the wild chicken. He said, that's a village. I said, wow. We was exciting a little bit, and then we was scared. Is it a Khmer Rouge, camp? Is it a Pol Pot's camp? And
So it took about 2 days,
two nights.
2 nights.
Yeah.
Did that happen the way you thought it would?
No, it was bad, but it wasn't that bad. At least we
Because we had the rain.
we had the rain. That happened a lot. That happened a lot.
What did you guys eat? You couldn't eat anything because
No, we was carry some called dry. We boil the rye and we dry it out. You dry it out so you can keep it a little longer. When you're hungry, you just eat that a little bit, and then when you go in and will be expand,
Right.
Yeah. When you touch the water, so
when it goes inside your body.
yeah, so help you.
So the rooster crows. So that means you are somewhere.
Yes, either Thailand or
A
the
Khmer
Khmer
Rouge.
Rouge